Well, good morning. It's Morning with Cheryl, and I am Cheryl. Um, gosh, there was thought this morning in thinking about exactly what I was going to title this because it's real. A big part of this morning recording that I like to do, or live that I like to do with you, is I'd love to actually talk about real life things. And today we're going to be talking about showing up even if you're tired. Because here I am, I'm tired today. Um, it is only day 3. I so much appreciate you being here. I really do. Whether you are watching here live with me or whether you are watching a recording of this, I really, really do appreciate your being here. Today I woke up and I was already feeling tired. And I know I'm not the only one with that, right? We are getting into the holiday season, and there are a lot of holidays that people celebrate during this time. My family celebrates Christmas, and right now we are just a couple of days away from Christmas. And I will tell you that there are times when it is just a relaxing time for me. This year is not one of them. uh, Christmas is going to be a little stressful. And so um, here I am thinking about it, planning that. And so last night, what did I decide to do? I decided to stay up and watch TV and like stay up pretty late. And so this morning, when my alarm went off, I was like, "Are you kidding me, right?" I really didn't want to get out of bed. And unfortunately, that does happen. And I hope that I am not alone in that. I hope that maybe you have felt that way before too. For me, right now, as we go into this season, I'll tell you a little bit about my children. I have six children. Of those 6 children, 4 of them are adopted. Why do I tell you that? Well, because I think it's important that you know kind of the dynamics that are there. And in other times, we'll talk more about that part. But today, just know that I have 6 kids. They are grown. My oldest is 38. Going, is that right? Yes, 38. He's adopted. My youngest is 25. She's not adopted. She's one that I actually had biologically. My 25-year-old lives with me right now. That's a whole nother thing that we'll talk about another time too. But the oldest, 38, is now expecting a baby for the first time. He and his wife have been married for quite a while, I mean, years. And they're having their first baby. So that's a very exciting time, right? The other day, we all, as in the grandmas and the grandpas and the aunties, my daughter and I, we went and we got to do what they call baby sightings. So it was like 3D baby faces and stuff, right? And that was super cool. It was really neat to see because you see this baby like just moving around. This kid also was pretty flexible, right? Taking the legs and putting up by the head and stuff. You kind of forget how they do that when they're there. So that was really nice. But at the end of it, we had invited people over for Christmas Day. My house has kind of become that place that we meet, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But um, it also became, hey, mom, since we just got the results of what the baby's gender is, can we look at doing the gender reveal at your house? Sure. How about Christmas Day? Huh? Now, I will tell you that since then, they have changed their mind. We're going to do it the 27th. Oh, so I'll come to you that morning and we'll talk about that too. And it's because other families that would be invited to this would probably be with their own family on Christmas Day. So we just have to wait a couple of more days to find out gender, which honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I already bought baby clothes for this baby. I'm really good with gender neutral clothing. I don't feel like you have to buy pink for girls and blue for boys. That's just not me. And if it's you, that's you. That's yours. But it just I didn't care. I went out and bought really cute things with really cute little animals on them and stuff. And trust me, they'll go through all of them. There will be times when they really won't care. They'll just need clean clothing on that baby, right? Um, so anyway, that was an interesting thing to have all of this kind of volunteered with me. And then we also have more people coming for Christmas Day than I expected originally too. So I don't know whether that's making me more tired or not. But whether you are at my stage in life, where your kids are grown and you're still dealing with being the mom thing, or whether your kids are young. I totally remember that too. For moms and dads, holiday times can be completely exhausting. Okay. And so I get that. I get that. You have this pressure, right? To be productive. You have this pressure on you to have your house clean, to have everything wrapped, to planning a meal. And even if it's just you and your littles with you on that day, you still want to create this magic for them, right? Because those are memories that they're going to have later. So yeah, the pressure is real. And I just want to sit and acknowledge that for you. Pressure is real. And it's okay if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by it. But I will tell you that to me, one of the most important things that you can do when you're feeling overwhelmed like that is to consider yourself first. And that is so hard. Give yourself some self-care. Give yourself some grace. Okay. Understand that even if you're tired, showing up tired still counts as showing up. Okay. Um, you don't have to give 100% every day. That's fine. Uh, Presence honestly matters more than the energy you're putting in. And I know that's not something that people believe, but just being there, even if you are exhausted, just being there is important. Okay, now I'm going to take the opposite stance on it. Rest is allowed. You have to give yourself time and permission to rest, right? If all you do today is the next right thing, that's enough. Okay. Um, One of my biggest things for me was I would feel guilty if I slept a little later. I would feel guilty if I decided that I needed a short nap in the middle of the day. I loved it when my kids were tiny, um, because I could take a nap with them. Sometimes that was really awesome, right? Um, but as I got older, I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm acting like an old lady because I'm taking a nap in the middle of the day. You have to let yourself do that. If you need that, give yourself permission to do that. The other thing is think seriously about not doing what I did last night and setting for yourself a time to go to bed. Okay. A time to go to bed, a time to wake up. Your body is going to thank you if you get into a routine of that and give yourself 8.5 hours to sleep. If you get much more than that, honestly, it's kind of been shown that that's maybe detrimental a little bit when the more you sleep. But giving yourself that goodly amount of time right there, right in the nighttime, can make all the difference in the world. Um, so the main thing for me is that during this holiday season, I have had to give myself some grace. When my kids volunteer me for things, and guys, that doesn't end. I used to think, oh, I can't wait till they grow up. I don't have to make cookies for this, or I don't have to, you know what I mean? That didn't change. Mom, can we have our baby gender reveal at your house in 5 days or 6 days, whatever it was when they asked me. It's like, oh, sure. So things don't change with that. But honestly, it's just part of, I don't know, it's an exciting time. And I am so happy to be a part of it, to have been asked to be a part of it, right? So, yep, I will make sure that my house is as clean as possible. I'm going to be very careful with expectations on that too, just to be giving myself a little grace when it comes to that. But I'm going to make sure things are as clean as possible and looking good. And I'm also going to ask for the help of others and not feel like I have to do it all myself. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, a lot of my morning chat with you is not just me chatting with you and giving you grace and giving you permission for your day, but it's also that doing that for myself. So I'm giving myself permission to ask for help when it comes to getting ready for these holiday things, not feeling like I have to do it all myself. So we talked yesterday a little bit about comparisons, right? I really still think that that's an important thing to think about. We need to let go of comparing ourselves to other people when it comes to what I look like, what my life is like. Social media has completely messed with things. Now, I remember back in my day, it wasn't social media. It was going to Olin Mills. Oh, okay, that was just a photographer in the like a photography kind of place that you could go to back where we were. Going to Olin Mills and getting your picture taken and then hanging your family picture right up in the house. Sometimes our church would do um, I forget what they're called, like a book that had pictures of everybody in the church, right? And so you go and you get your picture taken at the church, and then they would have a directory. That's what it was called, and it'd have all their family pictures and stuff in it. That was kind of the old-fashioned version of social media now. Everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, no matter what happened during that session, whether like sometimes my mom would get mad at one of us, my sister and I. There are just two of us. And she might be pinching us from the back while we're doing something to give us this, stop what you're doing and behave yourself kind of thing. Did you see that in the picture? No, the picture looked like we were so happy and everything was great, right? So that was kind of the old-fashioned version of social media now. That lovely picture that hung in your house. We still have those too. But now with social media and people acting like their life is perfect, nobody's life is perfect, right? I think we find that out too when it comes to really seeing what people, when you find out more of the behind the scenes of people's lives, you go, oh, wow, you looked so perfect. Everything looked like it, everything was going so well. So anyway, well, thank you for letting me drone on today. I really appreciate it. I am sleepy today, but you know what? I'm showing up and I am going to get things done today. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning so that I can have my house ready for Christmas. But I just want to right now acknowledge the fact that you may be going through something where you feel overwhelmed. I'm going to ask that you, even if it's just right now, take a moment, take a deep breath, tell yourself it's going to be okay. Decide that today is going to be a great day. If something happens during the day that's not so great, sit with it for a minute, deal with whatever you need to do with it, take that deep breath, and congratulate yourself for getting through it, and then move forward. Okay? Don't waller in it. Don't sit in it. Relax, breathe, move forward. Okay, that's the best that we can do. And if we continually move forward like that, life gets a lot easier. Okay, but give yourself some grace today. If today requires you to slow down, Give yourself permission to do that. All right. If you're tired like I am, give yourself permission to maybe do things a little bit slower. And you might actually do things better because of that. Who knows? All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today, whether you are here live or whether you are watching this on replay. I really appreciate your being here. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.